महाराज की जय, महायोगी स्वामी उमानंद सरस्वती की जय. Thank you friends for appreciating our Zohar at Pandharpur. I was in the abode of Lord Vithala in Pandharpur, and I had the opportunity of speech there to deliver a talk as well as sing to my heart's content with the Varkaris. That program has been much appreciated, and if all those who feel the songs can be enticing, bhajans can be intoxicating spiritually, please send me your name and your likes, as well as introduce one subscriber so that we can introduce this new channel. We can call it, let's see, of course it will be something to do with the songs, since we have a collection of them all written by me, and they are all spiritually attuned. So we can all have some good moments, happy moments. Well, I'm going to go back to Dnyaneshwary. Actually, this is what I received from Pandharpur, Lord Vithala, as a little gift from him. So I wanted to wear it to seek his blessings again and again. Well, now we have, in Dnyaneshwary, we have dealt with three topics. First, we dealt with the description of Lord Ganesha in the form of the world of words of Indian philosophy. Then we talked about Ma Saraswati as the goddess of art of words, skill of words, or the power behind the words. And then we turned to one of the greatest masters, the writer of this very Dnyaneshwary, his faith, his guru, Sri Sadguru, he calls Nivrittinath, and as well as decides to refer to him as a discriminating device within himself. Now we're going to turn to description of Mahabharata. Again, I'm going to just give you some idea about it. There are about 10 couplets from 28, chapter 1, 28 to 38. There are 10 couplets which describe Mahabharata. I'm going to read it this time because I'm sure this will give a fair idea, and let's see how it sounds. Now listen to a story great. Now listen to a story great, which is a mine of wonders. Or could it be a garden rare, full of trees of wisdom? Imagine having trees of wisdom all around you. And we have to imagine, what if there is, it's like Mahabharata has got wonderful contents in it, and they are rare contents. We read thousands of novels, and we come across thousands of books and novels, and works keep on, the titles come and go, and out of thousands of them, say about 10 are really selected, but 10 also get lost in times, whereas some of these texts, they have lasted for thousands of years. So it has to have some content which is definitely rare. Or is it the source of all joys, or collection of aphorisms, or is it the ocean of nectar filled up to the brim? Yes, it's called notion of nectar. My God, yes, these stories, uh, you may feel that Mahabharata or Bhagavad Gita um, has promoted war. No, let me clarify one thing here. Um, Sri Krishna very well um, gives a choice to Duryodhana whether he wanted war or peace. Duryodhana opted for war, whereas Arjun, even on the battlefield, was not willing to war. He had left his arms, the bow and arrow, on the floor and had refused to war. He was choosing peace. And that is why the success has reached the people who have chosen peace. Trust me, friends, today in the world, there are certain countries which are willing to go for war. If you choose war, be sure you will end up with hurt. If you choose peace, and then even if you need to war, it's a different thing. But your choice, your desire should be focused for peace. And if you choose peace, then you can be rest sure that your life, your selection will bring you good life, good end. So it's important what we choose. That is the major difference, major message of Bhagavad Gita too. Then it says, is this the very supreme abode or the seat of knowledge prime? Yes, we all need some reason even to start wanting to know. It has to be something beautiful. Unless you don't, if you see a beautiful fruit and then you don't know what it is, but then you are curious to know what it is, but it has to look beautiful. Similarly, knowledge also must sound grand. Only then maybe we will be tempted to open the books and want to read. So he says this is the very supreme abode or the seat of knowledge prime, which is the best amongst the Shastras and in totality. It is also a basic scripture which is complete by itself. If you read one book, it should enlighten you with not only the material world but with the spiritual world also. That is very important. Then further description of Mahabharata is, it's the maternal home of dharma, the affection of nobles, a treasure of the precious jewels of Sharada, the Holy Mother. Now they beautifully described, it's the maternal home of dharma. Righteousness, it gives you a complete glimpse of what is righteousness. Of course, to differentiate right from wrong more clearly, more explicitly, it is needed to be, even the wrong is needed to be talked, but definitely the idea is to uh, clarify what is righteousness. Or are personified as Mother Saraswati, who we are talking about Sharada. She is supposed to be the Holy Mother, as well as the Ma Saraswati, who is supposed to be the goddess of skill. So we cannot bypass her if you want to make success with the world of words. The myths of all three worlds by penetrating into intelligence of Vyas Munishwara. The greatest text, Mahabharata, the best amongst the epics. Yes, we have Ramayana and Mahabharata, and maybe there are some more which are amongst all the texts and greatest texts. Then from them, Mahabharata is supposed to be the best. From here, the rasas have received the fluidity of the fluids. Navarasas, the new emotion, 9 emotions. All those, if the emotions are considered as a flowing concept, your heart reaches out, your hurt reaches out, your anger reaches out, it flows. So therefore, Navarasas are new moods, 9 moods. And these 9 moods, they have received their fluidity, means they are made so emotionally reachable, far reachable because of this text, Mahabharata. And also do hear one more fact, The wealth of words have gained the class. My God, this is extremely beautiful literature. Extremely beautiful literature. It says, the world of words has gained a class. Imagine, the words have picked up beauty in their quality because of the subject. Because the subject is so beautiful, the words which are used to try and describe the subject or talk about the subject has risen in class. The newborn philosophic teachings have become more gentle and more soft. The teachings also, because it says an entire story is so beautiful that the philosophy itself has become soft and gentle. My God, I have to understand, but I'm sure this will be treated as one of the most classic literature piece, and people will turn to even Dnyaneshwary for the English concept, the language part of it. Wisdom was tempered by conscious laws. Yes, friends, all our wisdom, whatever we have called wisdom with us, it has to be tempered. It has to be put forth with an understanding of the situations, of the times, of the people around who are going to seek for this wisdom. Your efforts have to be consciously put across. Your words of wisdom have to be consciously presented. You cannot be careless about presenting these words. The principles have developed ease. The laws, the ethical laws have developed ease. Yes, it says you get up on Brahma Muhurta between 3 to 6 if you can. Try it if possible. See, this makes the principles easy. So one is tempted to do. You can't do it with a stick in your hand and say, get up, it's 3 o'clock now. No. So the wealth in joy and happiness became more enriched. My God, the joy, happiness is considered to have a wealth of its own self. Yes, you must feel rich with happiness. I mean, being happy itself is good, and being rich with happiness, isn't it a beautiful term? Yes, I think it is. The sweetness in sweeter things, the romanticism in beauty, the standard of values which existed became clear and crystal. Every feeling that we enjoy, it has to have its fullest impact on us. Only then, only if it has fullest impact on us, it really, that is why I say, I normally teach again, that you must try and have one contact point with one person in life. Suppose it is your father, you want to, then you must, let's say, have a contact with him with a word of respect. I mean, you choose. But I just had great regards for my father and his wisdom. And I shared a lot with him. He taught me how to study. He taught me how to write books. And he was a man of knowledge. And he was like a moving encyclopedia. My father was Setu Madhavrao Pagdi. And from him, I remember I had written an article in Marathi, and it was my first attempt. So he decided to read it and see how good I was. And then when he read it, he says, Anuradha, I was bad, but this is a little too bad. And then he taught me how to write the Rasva and Dirgha of Ikar and Ukar. Well, friends, I learned from him, and yes, from my mother I picked up how to be good with words, kind to people, whatever. I think I must have picked up, and she was very devoted to God. So I think I picked up a little bit of that quality, and let's see. Try contact, have one contact point so you can get the best advantage from it. The art developed the skill in full and goodness gained the aura. Yes, yes, friends, Mahabharata is a story. Those who wish to read it, please go through it once so that you will know why Bhagavad Gita has emerged here. You see, when the best of the topics are talked about, then the intelligence also rises in standard. You must have good thoughts to talk about. If it is continuously physical battles and restlessness and wanting to conquer people with might, it cannot give you this intoxicating brain, and that's the best organ in the body. We must try to get the best out of it. The art developed the skill in full and goodness gained the aura. Janmi Jaya, the wrongs performed were forever dissolved. King Janmi Jaya, whatever wrongs he had done, because he read Mahabharata, all his sins were dissolved. On momentary thinking, one just saw that colors here grew more deep. See, the influence of the languages, the story, the theme. The theme sometimes is so important. That's why you see all these movies which have themes. Today I am seeing a number of serials where the themes are they are just shallow. If they take up a theme like women being harassed, then colors used are dark, deep, black corners. If they talk about material gains, then they'll show you huge trunks with golden biscuits and all. What if you talk about literature? What other shades you'd like to introduce? I'm talking to my friends, Hollywood and Bollywood people. Let's see. Think of the themes which can bring something more exciting. Like we have, if you bring Transformers, then you have metallic sounds coming up. And if you have, you talk about cars and all, you have screeching sounds. Let's see, if you talk about gods, what will be the colors you will use? Yes, there were some movies like, I love that, Oh God, which was done in English. Something like that. And Avatar also, I believe so. But for me, the earlier one was more something I could identify with. And on momentary thinking, one just saw that colors here grew deep. The more deep, the virtues became qualities of time. Today, we have to highlight certain virtues regarding the time. Yes, the time needs you to be a little more compassionate because we have lost it. We need to be more sensitive. We are probably entering into a world which is materially ruled, and therefore we are fast. We also need to, friends, I don't know how many youngsters will agree with me, but I think a little bit of a dress code, I think we must we must try to maintain figures should not be exposed so much, flesh should not be exposed so much, and I think women must try and take this responsibility because we need to highlight virtues, and I think I think those who have heard me will have understood what I'm trying to say. But yes, the themes, the subjects of the times are important, because if the subject chosen is beautiful, then the colors, the themes, the presentation, the art, the words, the skill, the righteous dharma, all these get personified. Yes, a theme is very important. Friends, society needs to give. Entertainment is a huge, grand media, has a great media to communicate. But themes, yes, please try and see whether we can introduce good themes to the this generation. So all the other which are the words, the dress code, the colors, the principles, the concept of happiness, all these will take beautiful shades and just not some dark, loud metallic sounds and dark corners. The themes are the responsibility of the wiser people in any industry. This is Swami Radhikananda from Pune. We have described Mahabharata here. We will be now next time touching about Vyas, the writer of Mahabharata and many more works, the greatest rishi of times of Indian philosophy. I don't know. Let's hope you like what I have said today. Okay? This is Swami Radhikanand from Pune. Thank you.